Hello, my name is Tirtha Mayroka and I'm going to present about Florence Nightingale today. Florence Nightingale was the founder of modern nursing who was born on 12 May 1820 and she was the second daughter of William and Florence Nightingale. And she was born at Florence, Italy, and her name was named after the city she was born. She was an extraordinary child, therefore her father gave extra attention in her educations including history, philosophy and literature, and she was also good at mathematics and languages where she was able to read and write French, German, Italian, Greek and Latin. At the age of 16, she believed that she heard the voice from God calling her for help and in the suffering. Therefore, Nightingale was determined to pursue her dream as a nurse despite her family objection. Eventually, Nightingale was twice enrolled as a nursing student at the institutions of Protestant deaconess in Germany in 1850 and 1851. In 1853, Nightingale started working as a nurse in London at Institute of the Sick Woman, where she was promoted as superintendent within a year due to her determination towards her work. In 1854, she was requested by the Secretary of War, Crimean War, named Sidney Herbert, to take care of the injured soldier. Therefore, she made a group of 34 nurses and went back to Crimea. After 1.5 years of service at Crimean War, she returned back to her hometown where she was awarded with multiple prizes, which I'll be talking about that on later slide, and she died in 12 August 1910. Talking about Florence Nightingale, attributes and values. Nightingale was compassionate towards her care for patients. During her care, she always used to respect and maintain the dignity of the patients. Although she knew that during the Crimean War there was shortage of staff and patients' dignity were not maintained as victims were lying on the floor and devastated, she also noticed that soldiers were dying due to infection disease rather than injury from war. Therefore, she asked less injured soldiers to scrub the hospital from floor to the ceiling and improve sanitation. Nightingale also asked soldiers' work to do laundry and provided clean linen sheets and clothing, which has helped to improve privacy and dignity of the casualties. Through involvement of family members in caregiver, Nightingale tried to maintain patient-centered approach. She was also sympathetic and empathetic towards patients. Therefore, she used to care for patients in day and night. Especially during night, she used to carry lamp, which gave her title as the Lady with the Lamp. Similarly, she also knew that patient spiritual and psychological well-being was also necessary for the speedy and wealthy recovery, which was supported by the WHO in 1948. To provide emotional and mental well-being, Nightingale opened a classroom and library at Sukateri in the military-based hospital. Nightingale was fully dedicated towards her service despite various challenges. Although her parents did not approve for the study, she was committed to study nursing, believing that she had a mission for her life. During young age, she did not practice nursing as a job but as a mission, therefore she did not care about the money. Because of her continuous commitments towards nursing, she was able to gain knowledge and improve the standard of nursing practice by providing evidence-based practice. And she was also able to invent the pie chart, which is known as Nightingale Rose diagram, that helps to calculate the mortality rate. And she was also committed to provide workplace safety, where she was able to break down the chain of the infection, especially from contaminations of water, food, and poor hygiene during the Crimean War, due to which she was able to reduce mortality rate of soldiers in Secretary by 2.2% from 60%. Nightingale developed Crimean fever, due to which she was bedridden for whole life from the age of 38 years. Despite being bedbound, she had constantly advised to make base hospital during US Civil War. She was also committed to solve virtually, where she worked as an authority to manage sanitation problem in India for both military and public sector. Achievements and contributions of Florence Nightingale. Nightingale was able to change the perception of society by becoming the hero and the public figure after her exceptional contribution towards wounded soldiers during the Crimean War at Secretary Hospital. Upon arrival of Nightingale, she was awarded by Queen Victoria with an engraved bronze known as Nightingale Jewels, and British government awarded $250,000 because of her publicity, many young ladies were inspired to be caregiver and turned into nursing profession. And she was the first lady to be elected as a member of Royal Statistical Society in 1858, where she had contributed to establish the first Royal Commission on the Health for British Army in India. Knowing that nurses need to be educated and to support nurses, Nightingale was able to raise the money and fund at St. Thomas Hospital in 1860, in which the Nightingale Training School for Nurses was established in the same year and became the first nursing school in the history. Similarly, she was able to establish Nightingale School for Midwife at King's College Hospital in London 1862. Due to her great contribution, Nightingale was awarded as the Royal Red Cross Medal in 1883 by Queen Victoria, and she was awarded as the Order of Merit by King Edward in 1907. In 1910, she was honored as Genuine Red Cross Society. Due to her legacy, the perception of observing nursing as prostitution has been changed towards respectable nursing profession forever. Before the war, or even before Nightingale started to travel the world, nursing job was believed that any woman could get without any degree. However, Nightingale realized that nurses need to get certain qualification or degree to care for the patient on the basis of evidence-based practice. Therefore, Nightingale has written approximately 200 textbooks, pamphlets, and articles throughout her life, raising awareness and importance of education in nursing. She also believed that hospitals need to be clean and tidy rather than dirty and dark. Therefore, she has written a book called Notes on Hospital in 1859, where she has mentioned the ways of making civilized hospitals for better treatment and care. Soon after the publication of the book, the hospital rules and regulations has been changing. She also wrote another book in 1860 called Notes on Nurse, What It Is and What It Is Not, which has clearly provided direction on providing effective care for patients, and it has been translated into Italian, German, and French. She also mentioned about 5 essential points for healthy living that includes pure water and air, proper drainage, cleanliness, and light. Moreover, she also wrote a book called Note on Line in Institution in 1817 after the establishment of midwifery school at King's College London. Through this research, Nightingale has taught me to be commitment towards my work as a nursing student and be a professional nurse in the future, considering the evidence-based practice. She also motivates me by her innovation, where continuous learning is the process of nursing, which will eventually increase the quality of care provided and patient satisfaction. And those were the key element of code of ethics for nurses as well. Similarly, she has inspired to be empathetic towards the patient, as it helps to establish professional relationship with the patient and gain trust from them. And she also mentions that we can always learn from the patients, which will eventually increase the knowledge and skill of our practice. Similarly, she has also inspired me to conduct comprehensive assessment using a range of assessment techniques and including holistic care wherever possible and provide care according to the priorities. During the Crimean War, she was able to reduce the mortality rate of wounded soldiers by improving the cleanliness and social distancing, which has been the most important learning skill for me, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. Moreover, she has also inspired me to remain personally active and always learn new things, as we could not socialize in this moment due to lockdown or COVID-19. Overall, she has inspired me to be a good nurse in the future.